Okay, gentlemen, I am looking at the law books here, and according to this, the punishment for Nashu's crime is not years in jail or a fine. It is forcibly clearing top minimal eye level. No echo? 100 times? Oh, no. No. We cannot have that. No, we don't want that for Nashu. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more Hildibrand adventures. Previously, we got Nashu arrested. That's essentially what happened. We are on the trail of a fiend who is vandalizing property around here, and people think it's Nashu just because she has a bomb or two on her. Can't a girl have hobbies anymore? All right, hard-boiled. Why did it have to be Oglops? You just had to throw that reference in there? Indiana Jones? Okay. I mean, it's kind of obvious. I'm sure if I were to run around here and see where Nashu is, we'd find that Lalafell, but let's just keep going with the regular adventure. Hildibrand, on the trail of destruction. Where it concerns his assistant's well-being, not even Inspector Hildibrand can maintain his customary aplomb. I cannot bear to imagine sweet innocent Nashu behind bars. We must apprehend the true criminal and secure her release post-haste. Sweet and innocent ain't words I'd use to describe a bomb-toting dame, but setting that aside, we know who we're after. We just need to track him down. A number of residents reported having sighted an unusual wolf-like fiend. Apparently, it has appeared near a settlement called Lure Them in Your Trousers. No. It's Luwata Ninya Wowza. You need to clean the wax out of your ears. Yeah, I've been around there before. Yeah, that's what I meant. Luwata Ninya Wowza. Come on, let's see what we can find out there. How is it that my character is able to pronounce this when I myself can't? Whatever. All right, let's go ahead and fly over there. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Love the music. Oh, it is so good. And the nighttime music is also very good. Just making sure things are working on my end. Yep, probably should have checked this before. Yep, everything should be working smoothly on my end. Forgot to check the video for the previous recording because I'm kind of on a time crunch right here. Okay, well, here are the boys. Hildibrand? You are surprised that I have already changed into fresh attire? I fortuitously have had a spare set on hand. Insofar as it is possible, one must ever maintain a gentlemanly and dignified appearance. Sure, okay. Right, let's question the locals about Wolfman sightings. Should be straightforward enough, so we'll stay together this time. Just say the word and we'll get started. The word, here we go. Oh. Luwata Ninya Wowzers! Nothing to it! Ready? Then lead the way. Here we go! Your next quest objective requires escorting. Learn more about this? I don't need to learn more about this. So, we now have Hard-boiled and Hildibrand following us. How quaint. Not a bug in sight, thank goodness. I think that's just coincidental dialogue. Hildibrand, discuss the oven. Mother used to roast whole myotragus in a giant oven. She was partial to the billies for the flavor, but I found them a little tough. That has no bearing on my own toughness, mind you. Hard-boiled, discuss the oven. What oven, sir? Unheard of in Solution 9. We do all our cooking with electro appliances. That said, the smoke might give the eggs a nice flavor. I'll have to look into it when I get the chance. Okay. That should be it. Let me check the map. That is all we need to chit-chat about here for. Let's go speak with the rugged farmer. Hey, have you seen some weird stuff around here? I saw it all right. A wolf-like fiend I'd never seen before. It made off with a sack of vegetables we just harvested. It would seem our fugitive was famished. Being a wolf, however, would it not hunt for its own food? Whatever it is now, it used to be a man.
Wouldn't it be odd if it still ate like one, too?
Wait, that was Hildibrand before. Yeah, that was Hildibrand the previous... Sorry. When Hildibrand and Hard-Boiled look so similar to each other at a glance, I tend to use the wrong voice. My bad. Whatever it is now used to be a man. Wouldn't it be odd if it still ate like one? Alright.
And if it isn't keen on hunting, it'd likely keep close to settlements for its meals.
Alright. Well, now, we've discussed the oven. That's that direction. So the next bit of chit-chattery could be right over here. Alright, hard-boiled. Discuss the residences.
You can see the resemblance between the homes here and those on the outskirts. It was a real surprise when our worlds merged 30 years ago. I was just a greenhorn then, and she was still... Never mind.
Yeah, we're gonna get some lore about Nashu's assistant, in the 9th, essentially. Discuss the residences.
The motif on these dwellings is simple yet elegant. I expect Father would appreciate their artistry. He isn't here, is he?
Oop. Oh boy. Oh boy. It might be worse. Godbert's reflection in the 9th might be in charge of Arcadian, but that's purely speculation. Hey, have you seen some weird stuff around here? What I saw wasn't a wolf fiend, but an adorable little critter. It kept squealing at me as if it was trying to say something.
Oh ho, I dare say this is a promising new lead.
Oh, he's thinking.
I have it! This creature is a minion of that vandalous wolfman. You and your soft-boiled guesses. I'd heard about strange squealing critters on True View, but I doubt it has anything to do with our case.
Alright, well, we're going to continue this way. Still only the two chit-chatties. Okay. Nope, it's not through the door. It's going to be... I went the very wrong way. Alright, could you guys hop on real quick? Invisibly? Alright. Perfect. Well done, gentlemen. Alright, hardy woman. Oh, cutscene. Hey, so we're looking for a wolfman fiend. Have you seen anything like that? The wolf-like fiend? I've seen it south of here. Most folk avoid the area because it's... Oh, goodness. Lunyu Kawapya territory, but I'll go there to gather cactus. In the past few times I did, I saw the creature heading towards the gorge. Even the Lunyu Kawapyas give it a wide berth, so it must be dangerous indeed.
Our fugitive might be holed up in that gorge. Come on, let's go take a look.
It's no ordinary fiend that can frighten Lunyu Kawapyas. If you're tracking it, you'd best take care. You know, I never did talk to the other guys, the other hardy folk, after I chit-chatted with them. Alright, so what exactly are the Lunyu Kawapyas? They are the T-Rexes. They're the T-Rexes. That over there is not a T-Rex. I think that's the A rank of this area. Yeah, that's the A rank. We are leaving that alone. Very much. Oh, I forgot to turn my camera on. Yeah, so yeah, we're leaving that alone. That's a bad A rank you do not want to mess with. Alright, Hildibrand.
Is that a linear cowpier?
Alright, hard-boiled.
The Kawahiloa doesn't seem to be here right now, but this is definitely where it lays its head. I can feel it. Let's split up and search for clues. If you turn up anything, you come and tell me.
There they go. Okay. We're gonna head this way. We're gonna try and avoid being detected by the T-Rexes as best as I can. Oh no! Oh no 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 no! Squeal! Squeal!
Oh my, what a winsome critter you are!
Buddy, you might not want to stand next to that.
Had a thirst, did we?
Oh, someone's got the bottle there. Alright, we have liquor bottle. The liquor bottle has long since been drained to the last drop. Perhaps it was purloined by the fugitive. Okay. Big scary T-Rex over there. We now have a sack of produce. The sack is laden with vegetables, likely those which the fugitive took from Luwata Ninyawausa. And a piece of paper. Oh? Crude words have been scrawled on the piece of paper. An oglop loiters nearby, as if regarding the paper and you. The oglop scurries off, leaving you to devote your attention to the paper, which appears to contain diary entries written by the fugitive. There do not appear to be any more clues in the vicinity. Hard-boiled would want to take stock of your discoveries. Alright. Hop on him out to save a total of like, what, 10 seconds? 11 tops? Seriously, Hildibrand, that beaver's dangerous.
I found this empty liquor bottle. What about you?
We found an empty liquor bottle of a kind commonly seen throughout Shaloni. A sack of produce likely to be that which the fugitive stole from Luwata Ninyawausa. And a piece of paper bearing what appears to be diary entries written by the fugitive. There you go, buddy.
Good work, Shake. The bottles and the produce must have been taken from Luwata Ninyawausa. As for the piece of paper...
Oh, are we getting a cutscene?
These are diary entries, all right. I'll read them out. Another good day's destruction. I reduced the barn to rubble in moments, well before anyone was the wiser. My newfound strength is truly astounding. The researcher contacted me. He wants me to put on a bigger show and will provide barrels of ceruleum for the job. This is going to be my tour de force.
That doesn't sound very good.
So it's as we suspected. Like the thieving Cyclops, the vandalizing Kawahiloa is working for the researcher. But I must say, for him to leave incriminating evidence out in the open where enterprising agents of inquiry can easily find is rather careless, is it not? When he was apprehended as a man, he'd left a diary of his misdeeds lying around. Served as incontrovertible proof of his guilt. To do it again, knowing full well how it led to his downfall. Perhaps he has some sort of clever design. Or perhaps...
It's a trap. It's a trap.
He's just an idiot.
Okay. Not what I was expecting.
At any rate, if our fugitive has barrels of ceruleum at his disposal, then we must exercise the utmost caution. The tiniest spark could cause an explosion to dwarf even Nashu's delights. So I ask that you refrain from using your gun. My gun's more versatile than you think. It's capable of converting the lightning it absorbs to other kinds of energy. With a flick of a switch, it can shoot fire and water rounds as well. So if push comes to shove, I'll give it the Wonton Wolfman a hosing down.
Oh, the wanton. I keep misreading that word because I'm hungry.
Well now, that is a wondrous gadget indeed. Yet be that as it may, I remain firmly opposed to violence in all forms and elemental aspects. Solving case in a manner befitting a gentleman. Such is the creed of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire. Soft to the core. If you don't harden up, you'll make the same mistake I did.
Lore drop. Are we finally getting some lore?
As a rule, I don't talk about my past. But if there was ever a time to break that rule, that would be it.
Lore! Yay!
I used to have an assistant too. She was a lot like your own Nashu, a real sweetheart. But she's gone now, killed by the Crime King because of me, because I was too soft. The Crime King's descended from a line of mages. Carnelian's his real name, and he can wield powerful magic with a whispered word and a flick of the wrist. Doesn't have to rely on fancy gadgets like ordinary folk. We had him at our mercy, me and my assistant, but then he started spinning a sob story, and like a half-boiled milksop, I lowered my gun. That was all the opening Carnelian needed. He cast a spell before I could blink, and I would have died where I stood if my assistant hadn't leapt in the way.
Carnelian, looking that up on the side here real quick.
She wasn't wearing a regulator because she was following my lead. I killed her as much as he did. That such a thing should have happened. I was able to catch Carnelian soon after that, but now the bastard's at large again, in a fiend's body. When you deal with villains, you can't afford to be soft. Or one day you or someone dear to you will pay for it. Now then, we've confirmed the Vandals here. What is that the researcher wants to achieve with this destruction spree? Well, first things first, we need to alert the Dust Watch. They'll want to be ready when the Vandal strikes next. You know where to find them?
Yeah, sure, I'm totally clear on where that is.
Husatawi, eh? Right then, let's head over there. To think that the detective had suffered such a terrible tragedy. I struggle to find the words.
What would you say? Just be a usual gentleman. It's unlike you to be at a loss for words. Honestly? It's unlike you to be at a loss of words.
You are right, my friend. As ever, I shall endeavor to be true to myself.
Right, so I'm looking things up here on the side because I thought, yeah, Carnelian sounds really familiar. It is not actually a Final Fantasy name. It refers to an item from Final Fantasy 13-2 and an item from Final Fantasy 14. It's a brownish red mineral commonly used as a semi-precious gemstone. So, yeah, I thought it was from Final Fantasy 9, but it's also been well over a decade since I've played Final Fantasy 9, and I don't remember everything about that game. Okay, we need to speak with Kamaka. And avoid the A rank. Avoid the A rank. Get as much distance between you and the big pteranodon there. Yeah, A ranks in Dawntrail. If you try fighting them solo, you are in a world of hurt. But also, like, don't hunt them down because hunt trains will blacklist you if you do that. Not really blacklist you, but they just won't be happy. Okay, well, here we are. This place looks familiar. I think this is... hey! I didn't do nothing, please. You gotta let me out. Hey, Nashu. You mustn't try... oh, you must try Crunch. These tacos, Crunch. Absolutely worth Crunch. Incarceration, Crunch. My goodness, that does look like a good taco. All right, I have to know. Where's the Lalafell? Quiet in there. Is there any... I don't see the Lalafell anywhere. You would think you'd be in the cell opposite of her, but nope, nothing. All right. Kamaka, buddy.
Stay strong, Nashu. Soon you will be free.
This taco Crunch is amazing, Munch. Please tell me we get a taco eating emote in the future, please.
It's you lot. What is it?
So we think we know where the fiend is. He's gonna cause a big kaboom.
And I mean a big kaboom.
Handing over the evidence. More chit-chattery. I'll be damned. Just a moment ago, we received a message from someone claiming to be the Vandal. They've declared that the train's their next target. I was about to dismiss it as a prank, but having heard your report, I'm inclined to believe the threat is real.
Then we need to get to Shaloti Station right away.
Indeed. I'll gather my men and hurry there.
As for Nashu, it would be best if she remained here for now, I think. Detective, keenly though I feel for your loss, I must reiterate my staunch opposition to violence. Whatever may await us, I believe that we must strive for a gentlemanly resolution. Fools. The The Vandal never used to announce his targets. This reeks like a rotten egg.
Uh-oh. I think what we have on hand here is a shapeshifter, essentially. Oh, they're looking at something big. Thank goodness you're here! Please, you can't let that fiend destroy the train! Oh boy.
We're on it. Get somewhere safe.
Man, I worked so hard upholstering that thing. You have no idea. It took like 6 weeks.
We have you at last. From gentleman to gentlewoman, I suggest you surrender. Tisk, detective. Over there, a dame in distress.
Duh! Of all the times to be out of charge. Give a man a fright, will ya? Hold it right there. Try anything funny, and I'll torch those barrels. They're filled to the brim with ceruleum, enough to blow us all sky high. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's nothing you can do, so just relax and enjoy the... Huh? They're really doing this gag, the something's cooking gag. Oh no. Yes!
Wait! We must extinguish the fire! The hell you think you're doing? I shall stop this runaway wolf train!
Oh, good lord. So about the fire that's like right next to us, do we want to do anything about that? What? Uh-oh. Huh?
I fear he is disinclined to stop! They're coming back! And they're headed straight for the engine!
Time to do what a wall can do.
Damn it. If only I could use my gun.
If only I was here on Machinist. Huh? Oh no. What? What?
A Mandeville man and his electrifying handstand!
Good night. I'm just imagining when they blocked this scene and they told the motion capture artist, hey, we need y'all to do this. They must have been, what?
You did good, Softy. You did good. You as well, Detective. You as well.
Are you two gonna be okay? I guess so.
I thought it was done for. I owe you my life.
So you don't know anything either?
I'm afraid not. I was only doing as I was told.
Though the researcher's true objective remains a mystery, this chaos and destruction can't all be for its own sake, can it? If you have learned your lesson, then I suggest you surrender yourself to the Dust Watch. You'll be safe in their care and receive regular meals besides.
All right. I'll go quietly.
Apologies for the delay. I see you have the situation well in hand.
So this fiend was behind the destruction. We're grateful for your help.
Despite appearances, he was originally a man, so treat him like one, eh?
Is that so? Understood. He'll be treated with due dignity. You're still soft hard-boiled, as you always were. Oof! Oof! Yep. I wasn't expecting an interruption so soon. But no matter, the commotion has drawn you all here as intended.
You're Carnelian!
Oh dear. The villain disguised himself as one of my men and knocked me out. The rest I believe you know.
It seems Carnelian's also working for the researcher, and this was just a diversion. What's that bastard's game?
Let's head back to Hutsatawi for now. We'll have to set your friend free after all. My men can clean up things here. Is Nashu going to be okay? I have a feeling Nashu is not going to be okay. Alright, and... Oh, Nashu's right there. Tacos. Of course. There's Kamaka. No sign of that lava fell anywhere. Weird. I'm sure he's been here, I just haven't spotted him. Oh, cutscene, right. Right, let's get that lady out of the out of her cell.
Oh, Nashu, such an ordeal that must have been.
Oh yes, the hors d'oeuvres were quite tasty.
Uh-oh. Sheriff, we have a situation. A large shipment of ceruleum has been stolen from Sheshinawezi. Sheshinawezi.
What?
It appears the thieves struck while we were dealing with the trouble at the station.
So that was the true target. First electrope, now ceruleum. What does he need all those resources for? As for Cornelian, he ain't the sort to do someone else's bidding. You could bet he's got his own angle. No matter what it is, I won't rest until justice has been served, and next time, my gun will be ready.
You know something about these happenings by the sounds of it?
So here's the story about all the stuff that I've been keeping track of.
And here's my side of everything. Alright, more conversation. So this extends beyond Shaloni. Even if we had the manpower, the Dust Watch can't go traipsing about in other jurisdictions, so I think it'd be best if we left the matter in your hands.
Yeah, you can leave it to Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire. I swear to you, good sheriff, that I shall find and apprehend the villain with grace and non-violent finesse.
We'd be grateful. Naturally, my men and I will conduct a thorough investigation in Shaloni. If we learn anything, we'll be sure to let you know.
Come on, let's head back to Solution 9. I could use a hard-boiled egg right about now. Maybe even 2.
Alright, back to the camera. Maka? The ceruleum theft is being treated as a priority matter. We'll leave no stone unturned in our investigation. Oh goodness, you can tell it's super late at night when I'm recording this. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, a retainer just showed up. Alright, speak with Hard-Boil in Solution 9. Wait, hang on. I don't need to use it. That's too little. Okay, I do need to use a ticket. I thought my return was set to Solution 9, but it's instead Tulio Lol. My mistake. From here we go back over to the Neon Stein. Okie doke. And we have Nashu. It seems the inspector is a hero yet again. He never fails to rise to the occasion. Hildibrand?
Now that my lightning charge is spent, I feel somehow lackluster.
And Hard-Boiled.
Home. I didn't mind it out in the wilds, but for this sentimental old fool, nothing beats this neon-lit city. Now, I'll get back to working on the storage device. Check in from time to time, in case I've found us a new lead. Meanwhile, let us continue along our own lines of inquiry. Pray do not blame yourself for your assistant, Detective. The fault most assuredly lies not with you. What would a soft-boiled dope know? Just take care of your own, huh?
Meanwhile, the Oglop there, who's just been here the whole time. Quest completed! Meanwhile, in Shaloni. Excellent. Soon the plan will come to fruition. Kanaloka's achievements will be meaningless next to what the heavens have gifted me. You fugitives have served me well indeed. And you, me. Oh, he's a scheming. Curious about my gun, are you? Come now, no need to be shy. She's a Molt Python Maximum fitted with a custom short barrel. Being made of electrope, she can convert her lightning charge to fire rounds and other energies. The double action trigger means she's as fast as you are, and the ambidextrous safety means she's at home in both hands. The ventilator ribs help keep her cool and reduce the risk of malfunction when things really heat up. The recoil spring guide rod takes the edge off her temper, while the extra long ejector rod housing serves to...
Are you getting sleepy? Because I sure am. Let's call it a day, shall we? I don't have anything in particular to say about my alchemy tools. Till next time.
See you, Inspector. Oh man, that's like the Metal Gear Solid 3 scene where Snake is just going on and on about that one gun. Don't worry, Shake, I'm working on the storage device. I'll have more data cracked open soon enough. By the by, I've been feeling eyes on me lately. Not sure who it is, but the softie would probably think it's an admirer. We'll figure out what's going on whenever they get around to updating this. I think it's going to be, what, 7.45 is going to be the next major expansion. Not major expansion. The next expansion to Hildibrand. And then 7.55 is going to be the end of, well, Dawntrail, essentially. But yeah, all right. So I'm enjoying this story. Pretty good. It's pretty funny. Being on, how do I put it? The previous Hildibrand stuff, yes, I know you're working on it. I misclicked you. The previous Hildibrand stuff, I was, catching up immediately one after the other. But now that I'm actually all caught up to MSQ and all that stuff, getting these 4 months apart is... I kind of wish I waited until they all came out at once, but whatever. Anyways, that's because I enjoy these so much. All right, until next time, everybody, take care.